On this week's episode of Pepp Fam, we're putting on our running shoes to Malibu, just up the coast where Preston and Austen Gromer are. Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us. Hi.
I want to start off first with both of your decisions to come to Pepperdine. You guys are both brothers running for the Pepperdine cross country and track team. Preston, we'll start with you.
Yeah, so I like to tell people that my mom called it from the start. I applied to a lot of colleges. I had like a loose idea of what I wanted, but they were kind of all over the place. And actually, when it came down to like which decision I was going to make, it was either a school in Maine or Pepperdine. And like, I remember when I first got the letter, like the offer to run here, my mom was like, that's going to be the school, I bet. And I was kind of like, oh, whatever. Like, she didn't give me any reason, but that was her determination. And so like we came out here to visit, and I think the biggest thing was the atmosphere was like so genuine. And I really felt that people cared about education and cared about service specifically. And that convinced me. And then of course, the ocean views are pretty nice.
And Austin, we'll go to you. When you found out that, you had the decision to come to Pepperdine and your brother was also there, how did that work out for you?
Obviously from the get-go, it was my number one choice. I really wanted to come. When I went and visited with him the first time, I was like, this place is crazy. I watched Zoe 101 as a kid, so I was like, dang, I have a chance to live in this show that I watched, and I love the community, When I went and visited my sister and brother, and I'd go meet their friends and whatnot, they would just be so nice, and I come from public school, and I didn't feel the same community at my schools that I felt here, and so that's why I picked it.
One thing that I noticed is that you mentioned your sister also goes to Pepperdine, so it seems to be a family affair. Do you guys get along quite well, knowing that you're all now at the same university? I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're a pretty close-knit family, so.
we share a car, so
yeah.
We have to always have, family meetings about how to figure that all out.
And Preston, I have to ask you, how much did you attempt to get your siblings to both attend Pepperdine?
Oh yeah, I begged and pleaded that they would just leave me alone and come up with their own ideas. It was like the thought of having them here was really awesome. Like someone that I was this close to. I always like wanted them here, but there was this conflict of like, I want them to choose, what they want as well. So that was kind of in my head. Like I didn't want to press too hard. Especially with Austin, because the benefit of having a training partner over the summer, that was a huge pro.
And Austin, I have a question for you. So how has it been having your older brother on campus, especially during a time right now where a lot of people are lonely, people are depressed, you guys have this companionship, which not many people have.
Yeah, I'm super blessed to have him, we get along really well, so it's super nice, and it's really good to like have him by me when I get to meet all these other people, and it made the experience much better for me, so.
As you guys look ahead to this upcoming season, I know there's still a lot of uncertainty, but when you guys do get back to campus, how excited are you to get back into the rhythm of running, school, and seeing all your fellow waves?
Oh yeah. Looking forward to that is a really good motivator right now. I think like the thought of all this work, of us kind of like maintaining the motivation, I guess, that's like the goal we're working towards. And so everyone's excited. I'm really excited. It convinces me to kind of keep running and like keeping up with the rest of my team during such a kind of disconnected time.
Austin, I want to ask you, as a freshman, when you were coming to Pepperdine, did you notice that family environment that we all hold so close to us at Pepperdine?
Yeah, I mean, I noticed it when I came to visit my brother and sister, like from the get-go. I mean, that's like one of the main reasons I picked Pepperdine. And when I moved here, I mean, everyone's just so nice. So I love it. I don't know what to say besides that.
A lot of teams set for season-long goals that they want to accomplish. What are some of the goals, both individually, that you guys have both set for yourselves heading into this upcoming year?
So originally I had pretty specific individual goals. I wanted to break 24 in the, or 24:30. 24 would also be awesome, but 24:30 in the 8K. And then as a team, we wanted to place higher than we did last year. But since the season has been postponed, I've kind of shifted my goals as a senior to like more supportive and maintenance, I guess. Like I see the potential in our team, like my little brother is on it now, and I have this kind of incentive to like see out the future of the team. And so that's kind of where I've been switching towards.
And Austin, how about you as a freshman? This has been weird times, but what are some of the goals you have as you set yourself on campus, hopefully here soon?
I don't like to put like the pressure of hitting a certain time on myself. I like to make it more fun. So personally, I just like to see myself improve and just see my level of fitness get better and just have fun.
He's trying to say his goal is to not get lapped by me and the other guys.
Yeah.
That's
one of the goals, but the other goal is to just get better. Yeah.
That leads me to my next question. Are you guys competitive when it comes to cross country and track? Because I ran track in high school, and me and my brother, he was 3 years younger, but we would always like to, race on the track together. Do you guys have that type of relationship growing up?
Oh yeah. Over the summer, I mean, like the first thing that would happen I'd get back first, of course, because I'm the faster runner by far. I'd wait, 20 minutes, and then he'd get back and talk smack. And that was my entire
This guy runs one step ahead of me the whole run just so he can stay in front. I don't know why. I'm much more competitive. We like to play like other games and whatnot, and we're really competitive with each other. So obviously,
I want to jump into some more fun questions to get to know you guys a little bit more. Preston, we'll start with you. Tell us the story of you meeting your roommate for the first time at Pepperdine.
Oh man, Kieran Hallowan, that's my roommate. We had not talked a ton over the summer. It was like just, pleasantry texts. And by the time I like ran into him, I remember like recognizing his face and then pronouncing his last name wrong. And at the time I was carrying like this big box of some stuff. And so he's trying to explain to me that like, oh, like my last name is spelled like this. It's like pronounced not like that. We were like trying to like exchange, the pleasantries, I guess. And I was like holding this big heavy thing. Super awkward, I guess. That's a good way to explain it. But I mean, he's awesome. He's out here too. And so we've been able to move past that initial awkward meeting.
And then Austin, as a freshman, I'm not sure how many of these questions will apply to you, but talk about your first experience meeting your roommate.
I haven't met my roommate yet. His name's Andrew Lane. He didn't actually come down to Malibu, which sucks, but I'll see him soon. But the first time I did communicate with him, I remember, was pretty funny. We all went on as a team and we played like a game of Minecraft, and we were like on a video call. It was really fun.
Preston, what was your first day of practice like as a freshman?
Oh, I remember it perfectly because we had like casual practices, but this was like our first workout, like our first practice. And I, on a really sharp turn on a gravel road, I bit it so hard, completely tore up like my chest and my back.
Oh.
And the kicker is I fell and like I was like hurt, but also half of the team was standing there, like the other half of the team that wasn't running at the time. And it was the absolute worst place to fall. Well, I got up. Someone on the team actually sprayed me with some disinfectant, which made it hurt even worse. So that was not the most encouraging, but a good story, I guess.
Austin, I'll go to you next. I know you haven't really had much of your true experience yet at Pepperdine, but talk about what you're looking forward to most once you get on campus, get to meet your roommate, and get to see the classroom environment at some point.
I guess I'm just looking forward to meeting all the new people, I really enjoy like being in that environment, you know what I mean? So just like to have more people to experience. There's not a ton of people out here, so I don't get to like meet everybody, and that's what I'm most excited for, I'd say.
Preston, if you could tell one story about Pepperdine, what would it be?
Um, okay, it's about one of my closest friends. He graduated last year, Adam Fahey. We were at a track meet in, I think it was Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo. I'm not entirely sure, but I remember he was about to run the 800 meters, and he was not really feeling it. I don't think he was looking forward to it. Pretty sure he already ran a pretty heavy race, and he was like, I'm kind of just training. This race is going to be pretty chill. And so we were kind of excited to see how he was going to do. But me and some of my buddies were like, we were not able to see the race, but we could see the results online. And there was some mistake where he was replaced, so like his name and the person who got first place got switched. And we were like, oh my gosh, Adam just ran his fastest time by like 10 seconds. And so we sprinted towards the track, and it was completely false. He got like, I don't want to call him out, but definitely did not get first place.
Austin, I want to go to you next. So as your big brother has talked about being faster than you on the courses, I want to ask you now, if you guys are racing against each other in your best physical shape, who's taking home the trophy?
I'll take it home, you know.
Once I get up there, because I'm tired. I'm like, please.
Once I get up there, once I'm in my best shape, I'll have faster times than him. Easy.
That is true. I mean, I'm leaving. We'll be able to race by the clock now.
Yeah. So I'm just going for his times now. So.
I want to talk about, as you guys were growing up, can you talk about where you guys lived, what life was like, what sports you guys played before you finally broke out into cross country and track as your main sport?
Yeah, I mean, if we were better at basketball, that's probably what we would do. Our family is hardcore basketball. My mom loves it. And so we spent a lot of our upbringing playing that. We moved around a lot. Wyoming is where we spent most. That's where I went to high school. And he went to high school for a bit. But yeah, playing basketball. Wyoming is where we both started running too, I think. Yeah. So that's kind of where we know it best.
For me, I remember I was really into football. I played it freshman and sophomore year. I was like, there's no way I'm ever running cross country. It's like, I did not want to. Then it was my sophomore year. I remember hurting my knee, and so I had to like sit out a game or something, and I finally get back, and I'm like super hyped to play in this game, right? And I think like right in the first quarter, I get smoked in the head. I got a concussion, and I was like, I'm done. I'm not playing football anymore, and I decided to go run cross country.
A little bit more safe. I want to also ask you guys, what are some of your interests outside of cross country and track? What are some things you like to do?
I think my like interests in general are one of the things that led me to cross country. I love running so much. I love the outdoors. And so that aligns a lot with something I get to compete with, which is so exciting. But also with the outdoors, I like snowboarding a lot. I like to fish, hiking, outdoorsy stuff is my thing.
I'm a little bit more indoorsy, but I definitely enjoy snowboarding and whatnot, but I'm not as outdoorsy as my boy Preston. But I like to go shopping and stuff. So
my next thing I want you to give advice right now to Austin. As a freshman, as he gets ready to pursue his Pepperdine career, what advice do you have to your younger brother?
Oh, man. I don't think I could give as good advice as he's already living with me. I could give that. I think my biggest advice is to eat a lot. Cross country demands a lot, and like college in general just saps the energy out of you. And the biggest thing I learned was like taking care of your physical body, which is two biggest things I think are sleep and food. Can mean like the world of difference. It can mean the difference between dreading practice and doing not great and being excited for it and doing really well. Probably the best advice I can give.